DEI is a choice. It's a choice that companies made, and they made that choice after the George Floyd situation when they saw that police officer put his knee on that George Floyd's neck and wouldn't remove it until he killed him. He suffocated. Y'all remember that. He even, while he was dying, called out to his mom. It got to us. And it changed the consciousness of the whole country, where they finally got an understanding and just a little bit of insight and perspective, a little peek of what the experience is of the Black culture at that time. And they decided, corporations, because corporations can change the world, they decided that they wanted to do something to affect and change the world. And they did. They did. By choice, they did. They brought in the DEI program. Now, and I give them credit for that because it took courage, right? In a sense, it took courage at that time to even make that stand. CEOs and executives making that stand took a lot of courage. Proud moment for Americans. And some people were serious about it, and others wasn't. And I've said this so many times. It's complicated. It's complicated. The DEI movement is not hiring and bringing in brown people. That's not DEI. That's surface. That's surface. Because when you do surface stuff like that, there's no foundation, and it all falls apart because people hire you for the wrong reasons. You know, they already have a preconceived idea about you before they hire you. So they hire you for the wrong reasons versus the other way where they are committed to it. They do the research on it, whatever it is, in-depth studies, surveys. I've talked about this before, to get a real in-depth view of it and make it work to a company's advantage. Because companies that have diversity, it makes sense. They're more profitable. Their employees are happier. It changes the world. Their diverse workforce is doing business with their diverse customers. It makes sense, right? There's no other way to do it. It makes sense. No shortcuts. It makes sense. So my point is that this is not a government thing. Like, I can't remember the term. It was affirmative action. Not like affirmative action. This is a volunteer thing that companies want to do. And now government says, you know, I mean, they could strike down affirmative action. That's a government program. But this DEI idea, you know, government says, I want to strike it down. But you can't really strike it down because it's not a government, you know, transaction. It's not a government enforcement. So, something to think about. Something to think about.